Subscribe to our channel and welcome to Macro Code. So today we are going to learn about ASP.NET Core web application. So ASP.NET Core is a free, open source and cloud optimized framework that can actually run on Windows, Linux or Mac OS. So you can actually say that ASP.NET Core is the new version of ASP.NET. So the framework is a complete rewrite from the scratch in order to make it open source, modular, and cross-platform. So ASP.NET Core is actually a web framework. It is open source, it is cross-platform, cloud modular, cloud optimized, and it is a modular. So this actually runs on top of the .NET Core and .NET Framework platforms. So what is .NET Core? So .NET Core is a new version of the .NET Framework, which is a free, open source, general purpose development platform maintained by Microsoft. So it is a cross-platform framework that runs on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So .NET Core framework can be used to build different types of applications, such as console, desktop, web, mobile, and IoT. So .NET Core is written from scratch to make it modular, lightweight, fast, and even a cross-platform framework. So it includes the core features that are required to run a basic .NET Core application. So other features are provided as nugget packages, which you can actually add to your application as needed. So .NET Core applications speed up the performance and actually reduce the memory footprints and becomes easy to maintain. So I prefer using .NET Core applications. So you might wonder why .NET Core. So there are some limitations to the .NET framework. For example, it only runs on the Windows OS platform. That is for the .NET framework. So also you need to use different .NET APIs for different Windows devices, such as Windows Desktop and even the Windows Store. So .NET Framework is a machine-wide framework. Any changes made to it affect all the application, taking a dependency on it. So what are some of the characteristics of .NET Core? So .NET Core is open source framework. So .NET Core is an open source framework maintained by Microsoft and available on GitHub and MIT and Apache 2 licenses. So it is also cross-platform. So .NET Core runs on Windows, Linux, and macOS operating systems. So there is different runtime for each operating systems that execute the code and generate the same output. So another feature characteristic is consistent. It is actually consistent across architecture. So it executes the code with the same behavior in different instruction set architectures, including x64, that is 64-bit, 86, that is 32, and even the ARM processors. So it is actually a wide range of application. You can develop wide range of applications using ASP.NET Core. So there are various types of applications that can be developed and run on .NET Core platforms, such as the console app, desktop apps, the mobile apps, cloud, and even the microservices. So it actually supports multi-languages. You can use C#, F#, and Visual Basic programming to develop .NET Core applications. So you can use your favorite IDE, which includes the Visual Studio 2019 and 2022. And even the Visual Studio Code, Sublime Text, so you can actually choose your favorite IDE. So another thing is that .NET Core is flexible. It has some flexibility in deployment, such that .NET Core application can be deployed user-wide or even system-wide, or even with Docker containers. So what does the .NET Core compose of? So .NET Core framework is composed of CLI tools. These are actually a set of tools for developing and deployment. So it also composed of the Roslyn. So Roslyn is a .NET compiler platform for C# and Visual Basic and .NET languages from Microsoft. So it also has a Core FX. This is a set of framework libraries. It has a Core CLR. This is a JIT based CLR. That is, when I say CLR, this is Common Language Runtime. So Core CLR is the .NET execution engine in .NET Core, performing functions such as garbage collections and even compilation to machine code. So what is ASP.NET Core? So we have seen .NET Core. So ASP.NET Core is a brand new cross-platform, high-performance, lightweight, open-source framework which is used for developing modern, internet-connected, cloud-based web applications, IoT, and web APIs, which can be developed and run on Windows, Linux, or Mac operating systems. So we have actually seen those features. So some of you might be wondering, let's just dig in and start creating the application. So I'll show you how you create an ASP.NET web application using Visual Studio 2022. So I've launched my Visual Studio 2022. So you'll come to create new project. Then you choose ASP.NET Core web app. So so you can create an ASP.NET Core web app, or you can create an ASP.NET Core web app that is with a model view, that is MVC. So this is the templates for creating ASP.NET Core application with MVC, and this is with the Razor Pages content. So I'll show you with Razor Pages content. So you can actually check on our videos. We have created one of the application with a model view controller. So you'll select it, then next. Then you'll choose the project name. So I'll type fast.net fast application. Then the framework you're using .NET 6, which is on LTS until 2024. Then create new. There we are. So our application has been created. So we have the program.c as a file. Then we have our www folder. Then we have our pages. These are Razor pages. So you can see the content. So we can actually launch our application. So I'll launch our application. So our application is launching. So there we have. So you can see this is our ASP.NET Core application. So we can actually change some content in it. So we'll just come to the pages. So I'll say welcome to macrocode. Macrocode. You can put in another text here. This is our first ASP.NET web application. You can also say add another text here. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel for more content. So after that, we can launch our application. There you are. So you can see we have our text there. So we have welcome to macrocode. This is our first ASP.NET web application, and this is please subscribe to our YouTube channel. So that is how you create ASP.NET Core application. So on our next video, we'll be showcasing how you link this to the database that is either in memory or using SQL Server. So I'll be presenting videos integrating these with different databases. So thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe and like our video. See you on our next session.